You know what it's like to feel like you were born into the wrong body? Have no way of making the transition process easier and then still being judged for being your true self after that transformation? Well, transgender people do, and I feel that they deserve the same rights just like everybody else, especially when it comes to serving in the military. Transgender people should be allowed to serve regardless of their sexual orientation, the differences from other recruiters, and what society deems as acceptable. Sexual orientation, believe it or not, doesn't define a transgender's ability as an individual or military recruit. Most of them are actually misunderstood and they don't understand what it means to be transgender in the first place. Gender identity can differ from sex assigned at birth. Sexual orientation is the person that they choose to be with, and gender identity is who they feel is their true self on the inside. They do go through a transition process, also known as passing, that will affirm their transgender identity once complete. The physical standards, though, however, remain unchanged in the military. They can still operate without their medication, and there's no limit on their performance just because they're transgender. According to Caputo from USNI, more than 70% of the population between 17 and 24 years of age are unable to meet the eligibility requirements. Out of those 12, many are recruited by other employers or are not interested in serving at all. But transgender people are more than capable and they're willing to serve more than ever. The military values diversity, but many recruiters don't like the idea of serving with others that they don't define as normal. That's not fair. Regardless of slight differences, the nation needs the strongest military possible, and transgender supports this goal. The cost and bathroom and unit cohesion is not applicable. Eligibility needs to be the deciding factor. My brother is actually a transgender, and I followed his experience over the past few years. He originally was named Charity, and now he changed his name to Chaser. He had top surgery to remove his breast, and he takes a testosterone shot every single week. It's not easy growing up from having a sister to now having a brother, and it altered a big part of his life as well as mine and everybody in his that he loves, and it did take a while to accept. So I get it. It's not easy to understand the whole concept of being a transgender, nor is it easy to completely accept, but it's possible to at least try. President Trump has always been anti-trans from the beginning. Per the HRC website, beginning January 1st, 2018, qualified transgender people actually began entering the military despite attempts from the Trump-Pence administration to roll back the policy. The future of the trans military service still remains unresolved because of this, and other recruiters still feel like it's not fair for people to serve because transgender people might get special treatment. But there is something you can do to help them. You can help them have a voice and help fight for their rights. As Bustle website states, there are many things that you can do. One of them is call representatives as a call to action for trans service members. You can even donate to organizations fighting for civil rights. An example of this would be ACLU, or American Civil Liberties Union. A major one that's actually my favorite that I've done to support is to show support through social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. My brother has shown awareness this way and has many followers up until now, and it's been very effective. You can even organize a protest. It just depends on the area that you choose. And then my favorite is remind the transgender people in your life that you love them every single day and that they matter. In conclusion, we may not all have the same views, but we all deserve the same rights as U.S. citizens. Transgender people deserve the right to serve their country just like everybody else. Despite their long journey and criticism that comes along with it, they've not surrendered to society's terms. Help show support to this cause today. Social media spreads the word quicker than anything. And hop on the internet and start tweeting and posting away. If you know any veterans, tag them. Do not hesitate to tag them and to get them involved in this process. You never know what could happen.